Let's play my opening. I have a feeling my guy over here is gonna get me in trouble. Only Distant Fire knows about this. You think that I only have the balls to play it against you? Well, here you go, buddy. What should we go for here? Bring my bishop back. Maybe get this knight to e5. Or knight to b4. Okay, knight e5 is definitely looking like a snack right now. Trying to stop these sort of moves. A4, I'll play c6 and try to keep it balanced there. You gave him your game, he knows. That's fine. Well, the thing is, chat, you know, I'm out here losing my queen against 1200s. So I figure if I'm playing 2200, I may as well just give it up to start with. No point in going through the motions of actually losing it. Position seems reasonable to me. Ooh, I'm super happy with this. I mean, now the two bishops, all these light squares too, the strong knight. Ooh, this looks nasty. I'm pretty happy here. I'm pretty happy here. So here, for example, I'm just gonna take it, play bishop here, and probably try to sink this bishop in on d3. And I think these two bishops are just full conversation. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. Here we go, bishop here, rook here, bishop there. So many moves. Let's go with this one. Just getting ready to watch this pawn here. So I'm sort of expecting, you know, if I go and put that bishop there, you know, he's gonna take it off the board. He's gonna sack for it. There's no question there. What I'd actually like to do is create a position where it's difficult to sacrifice for my bishop. Because I think that if he sacrifices, it just sort of like relieves the pressure a little bit. So I'm going to try to create a position where it's hard to sacrifice. Now if he sacrifices for this bishop, I'm a little less concerned because then I still have all these squares for my pieces. but something like this, I wasn't liking rook d4. Attacking both, and then bishop d3, of course, he just takes it. So I want to try to keep my bishops. If he sacrifices for this one, I'm not as concerned. Okay, rook there. Okay, let's attack the rook. I think I probably have to get some pawns going here. Start to make some meaningful threats. Takes doesn't look all that crazy. I think I'm gonna have to take this one. It is the exchange of pieces that I wanted, and I'm going to plug this with my bishop on c4. Then I'm going to bring this guy up, and I'm going to take this way for sure. So that, like, if I take this way, I don't like the fact that he gets a pass pawn, so we're taking this way. And we're going to put our bishop on d5, and I've sort of got everything under control in that situation. That's what I like there. Yeah, everything's protected there. Yeah, this looks like a nice position. So I'm going to play h6, hide my king on h7. And then I think I'm sort of, you know, swinging the rooks over here and starting to push my pawns. I think I'm for choice. Okay, start with this one. I think it's important. Okay. He's probably going to sacrifice there, but I got a B pawn, and I'm just pushing him, baby. So, I mean, if he takes that, we're basically in a queen versus two rooks endgame where I gotta protect, or I gotta pass pawn. The rooks are usually better there. You know, I hide my king on h8 from the checks, and this pawn rolls. I don't think that works. Okay. So let's first make that a protected pass pawn. Very important. Let's next go here, getting ready to play this. I'm not going to play that right away. My next move is going to be rook here. Make sure I support this pawn as I push it up the board. And we have a pretty common tactic coming up, which will probably happen, which is rook goes to here, rook c3, queen b2, and then I play b3. He takes my rook, I play b2, and then I play b1, and I get a queen. So that's probably what we're going to see here. Oh, no, okay, well, if I get to play this, then I should be fine. This rook comes back here to guard this rook, and I just cover all the checks down here. And then I just push to get a queen. And you see my king is just can't be touched. Sits there nice and safe on h8. Good game, G moves. Oh, the common tactic I was talking about is whenever you have a pawn that's supported by a rook, you can often give a piece away, meaning that in this case, white might play this move thinking he's very smart, meaning that if I push my pawn, oops, I lose the rook, and if I move my rook back, then he can put his queen back here and I can't move the pawn. But in this situation, you just move the pawn. And you're threatening to play rook there and do the same. Like if he does nothing, you do the same tactic. And you always hang your rook because it doesn't matter if he takes it. And you push your pawn and you get a queen. So it's really easy to push a pass pawn when your rook's behind it because you can give up material. The queen can't move away from the pawn to take it. Look at these bunch of twinks. They're thinking they can take me down, chat. They think they can take me down. I'll sack my queen all day, baby. There's too many of... They're all studying this opening just to beat me. It's terrible. A new game to study in the mountains. Yeah, basically. New game for the mountains. What are we gonna do this game? This game is taking a different shape to how these games usually go. Somehow I have to keep my bishop, and I might end up giving up a pawn or something to do that. Okay, let's start with this. Bring a rook to the d file. If he takes, I'm going to take back. Just gotta keep these two bishops somehow. That seems to be the key. Okay, I want to take this pawn, pretty obviously. Not hiding anything there. My next move is probably going to be bishop here. Okay, I like that. So I'm going to win some material back here. Let's go here. So I still got my two bishops, which is key. I need those. I'm going to take with the pawn here. Normally you don't want an isolated pawn, but I don't think he can build up on it. And for the moment, I know I have to keep my bishop pair. He's got that move, but I'm not that scared of it. Not that scared of it. And I might play a6. The real reason I'm playing a6 though is probably to play a move like b5, but we'll see. He doesn't have knight f5, doesn't have knight b5. I mean, this pawn might fall. So really I'm doing this to try to play this so that I can finally move my bishop. That was my idea. Okay, he's going there. I think I'm going to play this bishop out here. So if he takes there, I have rook b8, which is just good. Ah, this is a 3-minute game. Okay, this is a bit different. This is an actual 3-minute game. There's no +2. Okay. I don't know if the last one was or not. I couldn't remember. This one's a real 3-minute game, so we do have to keep his speed good. So I want to bring that bishop to g6. Once again, I'm keeping the two bishops still. I'm trying my best to keep these darn things. Bring this bishop here. It might play knight there as well. Because, you know, if he takes, I'm pretty happy to go into something like that. Okay, let's start by just protecting this. I think I'm going to play h5 next. Let's just tickle him. And then come all the way back. We have knight e4 if g5. Yep. Now we're going to fork these two. Okay, let's take with the bishop. Once again, keeping the bishop pair. Something like bishop c5 next is going to be pretty good, I think. Let's push that. Ooh, I should have played rook c2. That's my bad. I had rook c3 there. Oof, and we do it on time. Good game, Klimt Killer. It's the unassailable opening. You guys will never beat it. I'd like you to know, chat, I've never lost in this opening. The only thing I'm going to show you in the opening is that this position here is completely winning for black. You know that guy who sits down, he's got the table in front of him, and he's got the coffee or whatever he has, and he's sitting cross-legged or something, and it just says like, this opening is a win for black. Prove me wrong. That's me. I'm gonna sit at a table outside and wait for people to prove me wrong. Ali, you're up. You guys are so thirsty. You guys are so thirsty. You can't beat the opening, just face it, chat. You can't beat it. Okay, we gave him a weakness. We're happy about that. I'm gonna bring the bishop back and maybe swing the knight in. Also, bishop c5 looks like a pretty nice diagonal to be on. Threatening two things here, and I'm gonna keep the bishop pair, so he's got to take me, I think. I'm gonna keep the bishop pair. I'm gonna sacrifice a pawn for this. Yeah, I think it's okay. So at least I keep the bishops, my babies. Probably going to swing this bishop around to g6. I'm playing here to stop him from taking that pawn as well. So hey, I'm gonna lose my bishop pair, but you gotta give up some material for it. How do I deal with my opponent sniping my stream? I usually just sack some material like this, and then they're not really getting any advantage by knowing what moves I'm going to play because they're already up a queen. So this bishop goes here where it's going to be on a pretty nice diagonal. Still maintaining both my bishops here. Okay. I like this diagonal quite a lot. I also like this square. It covers d7 where his rook might have wanted to go. It does attack a pawn, and knight d3 is a sort of an x-ray threat with this bishop looking at that square. For example, here you go. That's why I did it. Okay, so let's... This is a pretty annoying threat, actually. So what I'm going to do is play bishop down here. I just have to get my bishop... Like, I can't let him play f5. It's a strong move. Okay, now this is going to work out nicely for me, I think. We're going to attack this rook. And then we're going to play bishop here. So, he can take my bishop pair if he wants, but it's going to cost him. We're gonna win on time, aren't we? Yes, sir. I don't know why I played king h8, by the way, instead of king g7. But again, I think I absolutely destroyed this opening. You guys need to go back to the shed. You know, you've got South Africa joining the summit. It's not gonna cut it, guys. Yeah, here just king g7, knight f5, and then king h8. I sort of forgot about knight takes f7. Because here, what I've done is I've already got it back to the position I like, where I'm down material technically, but I've got these two bishops. They're just so beautiful. They're so beautiful. You guys are really going to have to work harder. You know, the positions that we're seeing here, not too good. I'm going to have to go in my my match history and really look at my score in this opening, because it's way too high. It's way too high. Something like 100%. Oh, that's right, baby. Undefeated. Oh, yeah. That's right.